Reignite your vitality and energy after 70 with baking soda. Feeling tired? Has intimacy become frustrating or uncertain? If you're over 70, you might think it's just age. But imagine fully restoring your circulation, revitalizing your strength, and feeling the energy of a young man, all with the help of a common ingredient: baking soda, likely already in your kitchen. It's not magic, it's science. And I, Dr. Almeida, a physician with 45 years of experience in men's health, will reveal the secret that's changing the lives of men across Brazil. Over the decades, I've witnessed countless men struggle with decreased libido, impotence, and prostate problems, often believing there was no solution. My mission is to show that, with the right information, you can retake control of your sexual health and live with the energy of a young man. What you'll discover could transform your life. The main cause of virility problems is poor blood circulation. Without vigorous blood flow, erections weaken, energy diminishes, and confidence fades. In Brazil, the Brazilian Society of Cardiology indicates that 50% of men over 70 suffer from circulatory problems, often related to hypertension, diabetes, or high cholesterol. These problems affect much more than the heart. They steal your virility. Poor circulation can worsen the symptoms of benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, such as difficulty urinating, affecting 70% of men in this age group. According to the Brazilian Society of Urology, SB, consider the case of Jose, a 75-year-old artisan from Rio de Janeiro. He was always active, but began noticing less frequent erections and constant fatigue. He believed it was the end, until an exam revealed high blood pressure and circulatory problems. He also suffered from difficulty urinating, a clear sign of BPH. Like many men, he hesitated to seek help out of shame. Jose's story is common, but it doesn't have to have a sad ending. Deficient circulation is like a pothole-ridden road. Nothing flows correctly. The good news is that you can repair this road and regain your potency. Baking soda, used correctly, and with medical guidance, can be an extraordinary ally, combined with other strategies that I will present. After 70, the body faces natural challenges. The production of nitric oxide, essential for dilating blood vessels and ensuring erections, decreases. A study by the University of Brasilia UNB shows that men over 70 have 40% less nitric oxide than at age 50. Cholesterol plaques can obstruct arteries, reducing blood flow to the penis and other organs. This explains erectile dysfunction in 60% of men in this age group. According to the SBU, the prostate also suffers. BPH, which compresses the urethra, can be aggravated by chronic inflammation, usually linked to poor diet and oxidative stress. This is where baking soda comes in. Preliminary studies, such as those in the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry, indicate that bicarbonate can help balance the body's pH, reducing inflammation that harms circulation and prostate health. But remember, usage must be guided by a doctor. Incorrect doses can cause side effects, such as electrolyte imbalances. In Brazil, there are proven solutions to improve circulation and sexual health. Baking soda, in controlled doses, such as 1/2 teaspoon diluted in water, under medical supervision, can alkalinize the body, reducing the acidity that contributes to inflammation. A study in the Brazilian Journal of Medicine highlights that the reduction of systemic inflammation improves vascular health in 50% of cases. But baking soda is not the only solution. Combining it with a diet rich in antioxidants and exercise is essential. Medications like tadalafil, prescribed by urologists, increase blood flow and restore erectile function in up to 90% of men. According to the Brazilian Urology Journal, for the prostate, saw palmetto, a plant approved in Brazil, reduces BPH symptoms in 70% of cases, according to clinical studies. Always consult a doctor before starting any treatment. Returning to Jose, after the diagnosis, he decided to act. Following my guidance, he began using baking soda in controlled doses, modified his diet to include foods like Brazil nuts, rich in selenium, and started walking 45 minutes a day. In 4 months, he felt more energy, his erections improved, and his urinary problems decreased. His wife Maria noticed a difference. This is the reality I want for you. Welcome back. I am Dr. Almeida, and if you are here, it is because you seek to regain that energy that makes you feel alive, confident, and ready to live fully, even after 70. In the first segment, I showed how poor circulation affects sexual health, causing erectile dysfunction, decreased libido, and prostate problems, such as benign hyperplasia, (BIP). I brought you closer to real cases of men who are transforming their lives with simple solutions, such as baking soda. Now, let's delve deeper. I will reveal little-known information, mistakes to avoid, and an initial plan to boost your circulation today. And I want to know your opinion. What is the biggest obstacle you face in regaining your vitality? Tell us in the comments. Your experience can help other men. Blood circulation is the engine of the body. Without it functioning well, everything stalls. After 70, factors such as hypertension, diabetes, and high cholesterol, which affect 50% of Brazilians in this age group, according to the Brazilian Society of Cardiology, obstruct arteries and reduce blood flow. A study by the Federal University of Rio Grande do Sul, UFRGS, showed that men with compromised circulation are 4 times more likely to have erectile dysfunction, BPH, which affects 70% of men over 70, according to the Brazilian Society of Urology. SBU can be worsened by inflammation linked to poor circulation. Poor circulation also has a psychological impact. Chronic stress, common in Brazil, releases cortisol, which constricts blood vessels and inhibits the production of nitric oxide, essential for erections. A study by the Federal University of Minas Gerais UFMG revealed that men with high cortisol levels have 45% less nitric oxide. Taking care of the mind is as important as taking care of the body. In over 45 years of experience, I have observed 3 common mistakes that destroy circulation and sexual health. Ignoring early signs, fatigue, weak erections, or difficulty urinating are warnings. Seeking quick fixes, internet pills, or miracle teas are often ineffective or dangerous. And forgetting the partner's sexual life is a partnership. How can something as simple as baking soda help? Preliminary studies, such as those in the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry, suggest that by balancing pH, it reduces inflammation that harms circulation. Chronic inflammation contributes to the formation of plaques in the arteries and BPH symptoms. A study in the Brazilian Journal of Medicine showed that men with reduced inflammation have 50% more blood flow. But be careful, baking soda should be used cautiously. A typical dose is 1/2 teaspoon in 200 milliliters of water. A maximum of twice a week, and always under medical supervision. Other proven solutions include saw palmetto, which reduces BPH symptoms in 70% of men after 3 months, according to the Brazilian Journal of Medicine, and tadalafil, which improves erectile function in 90% of cases, according to the Brazilian Urology Journal. Always consult a doctor before starting any treatment. Let's start with the 3-step plan to improve your circulation and sexual health. Step 1. Blood-boosting diet. Include foods that strengthen blood vessels. Beetroot, 200 milliliters of juice, 3 times a week. Brazil nuts, 2 units per day. And dark cocoa, 1 teaspoon in breakfast. Step 2. Movement for circulation. 45-minute walks, 5 times a week. Increase blood flow. If possible, add 15 squats daily. Step 3. Relaxation for vessels. Practice the 4-7 for breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7. Exhale for 4, for 5 minutes before bed. Remember Jose, he started with small steps, beetroot in his diet, walks, and, with medical guidance, baking soda in controlled doses. In 4 months, he reported more energy and more reliable erections. You can achieve this too. Share your biggest challenge in regaining energy and vitality in the comments. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss the next videos. Welcome to the final segment, where we will transform knowledge into action. In the previous segments, I showed how poor circulation affects sexual health and how baking soda, used correctly, along with other strategies, can be a powerful solution. I will present a 5-step plan, address challenges, and share stories of men who have regained their strength. The complete practical plan. 5 steps to turbocharge your circulation. Step 1. Medical consultation. Schedule a consultation with a urologist or cardiologist. Tests such as PSA and Doppler ultrasound can assess your prostate and circulation. The Brazilian Society of Urology, SBU, highlights that 90% of prostate cancer cases are curable when detected early. Step 2. Revitalizing diet. Include beetroot, 200 milliliters of juice, 4 times a week. Brazil nuts, 2 units per day. Garlic, 1 raw or cooked clove per day. Avoid fried foods and excessive sugar. Step 3. Exercises for blood flow. Walk 45 minutes, 5 times a week. Include Kegel exercises. Contract the pelvic floor muscles for 5 seconds. Relax and repeat 10 times, 3 times a day. Step 4. Stress and sleep control. Continue with the 4-7-4 breathing. Prioritize 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Avoid screens 1 hour before bed. Step 5. Natural supplementation with supervision. Baking soda, used under guidance, reduces inflammation. Another option is saw palmetto and lycopene, 2 tablespoons of natural tomato sauce, 4 times a week. Consult a doctor before using supplements. Overcoming challenges. Changing habits can be difficult, but start with small steps. Success stories. Meet Roberto, a 72-year-old merchant from Recife. After watching one of my videos, he sought out a urologist. With guidance, he began using baking soda in controlled doses, included Kegels and beetroot in his routine, and adjusted his sleep. In 5 months, he regained energy and confidence. This transformation is possible for you. Conclusion. The time to act is now. Leave a yes in the comments if you're ready to begin. Subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and share your story or question in the comments. Until then, take care and live powerfully.